Did you know that studies show having a negative friend can be as bad for your health as smoking? It's true. Toxic relationships take a serious toll on our well-being. We might think we're being strong by enduring them, but the truth is, holding on can make us sick, both mentally and physically. We're talking about increased stress, anxiety, and even depression. These negative relationships drain our energy and leave us feeling depleted. It's like carrying around a heavy weight, day after day. It's time to face a difficult truth. Sometimes, the people we love the most are the ones holding us back. They might not even realize it, but their negativity can seep into our lives, poisoning our happiness and preventing us from reaching our full potential. So what exactly is a toxic relationship? It's any relationship that consistently brings you down more than it lifts you up. These relationships are characterized by negativity, drama, and a lack of support. Think about the people you spend the most time with. Do they drain your energy? Do they constantly criticize or belittle you? Do they make you feel bad about yourself? Toxic people often thrive on drama and conflict. They might gossip, play the victim, or constantly need reassurance. Being around them can leave you feeling exhausted, stressed, and emotionally drained. It's important to remember that you deserve to be surrounded by people who uplift and support you. You deserve relationships that bring you joy, not pain. Cutting ties with anyone is tough, even when it's necessary. We're naturally social creatures who crave connection. The thought of letting go, especially of people we've known for a long time, can be incredibly daunting. Guilt is a major factor that keeps us stuck. We might feel guilty for distancing ourselves, especially if the other person is going through a tough time. We worry about hurting their feelings or appearing selfish. Fear is another powerful obstacle. We might be afraid of confrontation, of the other person's reaction, or of being alone. These fears can keep us trapped in unhealthy relationships long after they've expired. Recognizing the negative influences in your life is the first step towards removing them. It's a crucial part of maintaining your mental and emotional well-being. Toxic traits can be subtle and insidious, often creeping into our lives without us even realizing it. They can come from friends, family members, colleagues, or even romantic partners. The key is to be vigilant and aware of how these influences affect you. It's not always easy, especially if these are people you've known for a long time. Long-standing relationships can create a sense of loyalty and obligation, making it difficult to see the negative impact they might have on you. Nostalgia and shared history can cloud your judgment, making it harder to recognize toxic behavior. But by paying attention to how you feel around certain people, you can start to identify those who bring you down. Notice if you feel anxious, stressed, or drained after interacting with them. These feelings are often indicators that something is not right. Trust your instincts and give yourself permission to acknowledge these emotions. One of the best ways to do this is through self-reflection. Take some time to think about your relationships, reflect on your interactions and how they make you feel. Journaling can be a powerful tool in this process, allowing you to document your thoughts and feelings over time. This can help you identify patterns and gain clarity on which relationships are beneficial and which are harmful. Take some time to think about your relationships. Consider the dynamics and the roles you play in them. Are you always the one giving while the other person takes? Do you feel respected and valued, or are your needs often overlooked? These are important questions to ask yourself. How do you feel after spending time with this person? Do you feel uplifted and supported, or do you feel drained and unappreciated? Your emotional response is a key indicator of the health of the relationship. Pay attention to these feelings and don't dismiss them. Do you feel energized and happy, or drained and depleted? Positive relationships should leave you feeling good about yourself and your life. If you consistently feel worse after interacting with someone, it's a sign that the relationship may be toxic. Pay attention to patterns of behavior. Does this person frequently put you down or make you feel inferior? Do they dismiss your feelings or opinions? Consistent negative behavior is a red flag that should not be ignored. Does this person constantly criticize or belittle you? Do they make you feel small or insignificant? These behaviors are toxic and can have a serious impact on your self-esteem and mental health. Do they make you feel bad about yourself? If someone consistently makes you feel unworthy or unloved, it's a clear sign that the relationship is not healthy. You deserve to be treated with kindness and respect. Do they drain your energy with their negativity? Negative people can be emotionally exhausting to be around. If you find yourself feeling depleted after every interaction, it's time to reevaluate the relationship. These are all red flags that you might be dealing with a toxic individual. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards protecting yourself and your well-being. Don't ignore these warning signs. Remember, you deserve to be in relationships that make you feel good about yourself. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Positive relationships are essential for a happy and fulfilling life. You deserve to be surrounded by people who support you, encourage you, and make you feel loved and valued. Don't settle for anything less. Your well-being is worth it. My journey to freedom, a personal story. I used to be surrounded by negativity. It felt like a dark cloud was constantly hanging over me, affecting my mood and my outlook on life. I was trapped in a cycle of pessimism and doubt. I had friends who were constantly complaining, gossiping, and bringing me down. Their negative energy was contagious, and I found myself getting sucked into their drama. It was exhausting, and I felt drained after every interaction. I knew deep down that these relationships weren't serving me. I could feel the toll they were taking on my mental and emotional well-being. I started to question why I was holding on to these connections that only seemed to bring me pain. But I was afraid to let go. The fear of the unknown was paralyzing. What if I ended up alone? What if I couldn't find better friends? These thoughts kept me stuck in a place of indecision. I was afraid of being alone. The idea of solitude was terrifying. I had always been surrounded by people, even if they weren't the right people for me. The thought of facing the world on my own was daunting. I was afraid of hurting their feelings. I didn't want to be the cause of someone else's pain, even if it meant sacrificing my own happiness. I was caught in a web of guilt and obligation, and I was afraid of what people would think of me if I walked away. I worried about being judged, about being seen as selfish or ungrateful. The fear of social rejection was a powerful force that kept me tethered to these toxic relationships. But one day, I realized that I was sacrificing my own happiness for the sake of these toxic relationships. I had an epiphany that my well-being should come first. I deserved to be happy, to be surrounded by positivity and love. I decided to make a change. It wasn't easy. The process was filled with emotional turmoil. I had to confront my fears head-on and take a leap of faith. I had to trust that better things were waiting for me on the other side. There were arguments, hurt feelings, and moments of doubt. I questioned my decision many times. The road to freedom was rocky, and there were times when I felt like giving up. But I knew I had to stay strong. But I kept reminding myself that I deserved to be happy. I held on to the belief that my happiness was worth fighting for. I visualized a future where I was surrounded by positivity and support, and that vision kept me going. And slowly but surely, I started to attract more positive people into my life. It was like a breath of fresh air. These new friends brought joy, laughter, and encouragement. They made me feel valued and appreciated. People who lifted me up, supported my dreams, and made me feel good about myself. I finally found the sense of belonging and happiness I had been searching for. My journey to freedom was challenging, but it was worth every step. Breaking free. Strategies for distancing yourself. Once you've identified the negative influences in your life, it's time to start distancing yourself. This can be a challenging process, but it's essential for your mental and emotional well-being. Recognizing the need for change is the first step towards a healthier, more fulfilling life. This doesn't necessarily mean ending the relationship abruptly. Instead, it's about creating space for yourself to grow and heal. You can start by having an honest conversation with the person involved. Explain your feelings and the reasons behind your decision to distance yourself. This can help them understand your perspective and may even lead to a positive change in their behavior. It's about setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing your own well-being. Boundaries are essential in any relationship, as they help maintain a balance between giving and receiving. Take time to reflect on what boundaries you need to set and communicate them clearly. This might include limiting the time you spend together or avoiding certain topics of conversation that trigger negative emotions. Start by gradually reducing the amount of time you spend with this person. This can be done subtly without causing a dramatic shift in the relationship. For example, if you usually meet up every week, try cutting back to once a month. This gradual approach allows both parties to adjust to the new dynamic without feeling overwhelmed. If you usually see them every week, try cutting back to once a month. This gives you more time to focus on yourself and engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Use this time to reconnect with your passions, hobbies, and other relationships that uplift you. If you talk on the phone every day, Limit your conversations to once a week. This can help reduce the emotional drain and give you space to recharge. It's important to remember that your well-being comes first, and it's okay to take a step back when needed. If you're feeling brave, you can try talking to the person about how their behavior is affecting you. This can be a difficult conversation, but it's important to be honest and direct. Use I statements to express your feelings without placing blame. For example, say, "I feel overwhelmed when," instead of "you always." This can be a difficult conversation, but it's important to be honest and direct. Let them know that you care about them, but you need to prioritize your own well-being. This can help them understand that your decision is not a personal attack, but a necessary step for your own health. Let them know that you care about them, but you need to prioritize your own well-being. Reassure them that this is about taking care of yourself and not about rejecting them. Sometimes, people may not realize the impact their behavior has on others, and your honesty can be a wake-up call for them. Remember, you don't owe anyone an explanation for setting boundaries. Your mental and emotional health are paramount, and it's okay to make decisions that protect your peace. Stand firm in your choices and don't let guilt or pressure sway you. You have the right to protect your energy and surround yourself with people who make you feel good. Seek out relationships that are supportive, nurturing, and positive. By doing so, you'll create a healthier, happier environment for yourself where you can thrive and grow. Building a circle of light, embracing positivity. Once you've started to remove the negative influences from your life, you'll be amazed at how much space opens up for positivity. You'll have more time and energy to focus on the things that truly matter to you. And you'll start attracting people who are aligned with your values and who support your growth. Make a conscious effort to surround yourself with positive influences. This could mean spending more time with loved ones who uplift you, joining a supportive community, or simply engaging in activities that bring you joy. Remember, positivity breeds positivity. The more you focus on the good in your life, the more good you'll attract. Surround yourself with people who make you feel happy, supported, and loved. Your turn. Share your story. Have you ever had to cut ties with a negative person in your life? What challenges did you face? What advice would you give to others who are struggling with this issue? Share your story in the comments below. Your experiences could help someone else who is going through a similar situation. Keep growing. Resources for a brighter future. Removing negative influences from your life is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, effort, and courage, but it's one of the most rewarding things you can do for yourself. If you're looking for more support, there are many resources available to help you on your journey. Check out the links below for more information on personal development, setting boundaries, and building healthy relationships. Remember, you are worthy of love, happiness, and healthy relationships. Don't be afraid to let go of the things that are holding you back. The best is yet to come.